Hey guys, what's up? Toboloco here. Welcome back to the 2014 FIFA World Cup Brazil game. And today we're going to be doing a qualifying run or series with American Samoa. I've seen it pop up in the comments a few times and I was like, you know what? I'm ready to try and give Oceania another go again. Remember, we've done a couple of Oceania runs on 2014, but we have still been unsuccessful at qualifying. Spoiler alert for the other series, by the way, but I mean, you know, it don't matter too much. American Samoa are one of the worst teams in the game. Of course, rated so low, and world ranking at the time was 194th. Famously lost 31-0 against Australia, and yeah, I don't really want to replicate that today, but I decided to do American Samoa because we haven't done them for a little while and we've never really done a qualifying series with American Samoa. So let's shuffle all these squads. I mean, you know, shuffling it just basically makes them move around and, you know, stuff like that, but that's fine, it's cool. So we only have 2 friendly matches to play before the actual qualifying, well, the first round of qualifying. So, okay, let's have a look at the squad. So there's no players here that I recognise. The highest rated player on the squad is 49 rated, and it's these 3 people here. Asone Jr., Ott, and Manau. So, yeah, great. Anybody got any pace? No, they literally don't have any pace. This team is going to be very hard to get off the ground. So we are the home team and we're going to be playing against Syria. Quite a fair distance for Syria to travel to me, but that's fine. Don't know why it's on Legendary. Don't really want to be playing that. It's world class that we want to be playing on. I'm not at a Legendary level on this game just yet. Like, I'm really not used to it. American Samoa's first friendly match against Syria. Really random friendly match, and only 2 friendly matches as well. Really strange for a qualifying campaign to have that, because usually my first video will be the friendly matches and then we get into qualifying in the second video. That's how 2014 kind of works with that format, I guess. But this one, bit different. This run is going to be super difficult with American Samoa. Like, most of the Oceania runs I do on this game are so difficult compared to the runs I do with Oceania teams on 2010 or 2006. Like 2014, the realism definitely pins you back on a run like this where you've got a really small team and you're trying to climb the sort of ladder in terms of form. It's so difficult to get a team like this in form. But the passing seems good. It's just the running and the sprinting from American Samoa at the moment is a bit on the sort of slow side. And the thing is, with smaller nations like American Samoa, squad rotation is huge in runs like this. You have to rotate them every single time that you play a game, especially in Oceania where the games are sort of sandwiched in 1 week. It's into the middle here. Can we go for the shot? Oh, okay, that wasn't that bad. You know, under my management, it just goes wide, and that is 0-0 at half-time. Very impressive from American Samoa here, but, you know, Syria aren't the best of opponents to really sort of test me, if you know what I mean, because, you know, even though Syria are better in real life, of course, they on this game don't really push and it's quite easy to defend against. Syria have a corner in the 90th minute from a random deflection. It crossed in and caught by the keeper. Well done. They haven't had too many chances, but that's cool. Here comes American Samoa, kind of running but not very fast. And yeah, tackled. It's going to be a 0-0. 100% 0-0 here. And you know what? American Samoa will 100% take that. Brilliant result for them because they didn't lose. I expected to lose this match, but it was actually quite a weird match. Like, Syria didn't really attack me that much. American Samoa had a couple of shots, but nothing really too dangerous in front of net. It'll be interesting to see how we get on against China. I think China will probably be all over us, but it'll be a sort of a learning experience, I think. So luckily this friendly match was like 3 months after the match we had against Syria, so all my players will be on full stamina, so we don't really need to change anything. I'm quite happy with the team that I had against Syria. I think that they could do something against China if we're lucky. Second friendly match is against China, and well, I expect to get beaten in this one, but we are going into the box, and this could be a chance. Oh, it's blocked. It just fell to him and it was blocked by the Chinese defense. Here comes Chen Tao out on the wing. And again, the tackling, we couldn't really do it. Header, and it goes wide. That's their first shot of the game. They probably could have scored that one. Trying to tackle them is just an ordeal in itself. China, and they scored. There we go. Yu Dabao has scored to make it 1-0 to China. And you know, it's to be expected. I knew this was going to happen. You know, they're a bigger team. We are literally, like, you know, at their mercy sort of thing. So, yeah, okay. Well, he was wide open on that play and he was able to smash it in. You have to say, though, that American Samoa, even though they are tiny, they are holding on. It's still only a 1-0. Almost 40 minutes played. China trying to push here, trying to twist and turn around my defense. Absolutely not. That is not happening, China. Through ball. Oh, here comes Luani. Is there a chance for Luani? He's going to have to twist and turn a little bit. I see someone. Oh, really? You didn't get it? Oh, that completely messed my move up. It was a decent move until the ball went through the player I wanted it to be. And it's half time. It's 1-0 to China. American Samoa doing okay. They are actually okay. You have to put yourselves in the shoes of a team like this. A small team like this isn't really going to be beating teams like China and stuff like that. But the way we're playing against China gives me hope against the other nations in Oceania. Here comes China. And that's a second. And Chen Tao has scored to make it 2-0, and that's game over, 100%. Well, it already was anyway. We're not going to go forward and score, but we kept them out for a good portion of the match for the second goal, but we just couldn't really stop that move. And China have made it 2. Come on, push. Push. We have no stamina, but keep pushing. It's okay. Our next qualifying match is like months away from this, so it's fine. Ott on the ball. He crosses it in. That's not a bad one. Oh, come on. Come on. That was such a good cross. I think it was... No, it wasn't offside. But that cross was insane by American Samoa. Imagine if we caught him out there. We have a corner. And, you know, that's really good for American Samoa. I'll take a corner. Come on. Let's see if we can do anything on this. Ott to cross it in. Header. Oh, it's gone in. It's gone in. Luani. Luani has scored. I thought they were going to head that out because there was 2 Chinese players there, but somehow it went through. Oh, yes, American Samoa. That's something to celebrate. 100%. And that is 2-1. I'll take that. I'll take that. You know, a loss, fair enough, but scoring against China, yes, please. And that is going to be it. We lost 2-1 against China. But American Samoa, well, one of the players seemed really happy about that. They were like high-fiving the Chinese player. I don't know. Maybe that's just like a glitch or something. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, I'd be happy if I scored a goal against China when I'm playing for American Samoa. Not too bad, really. A 2-1 loss, that's really nothing to be scoffed at all. That's really good. That shows that we can score goals and defend, in a sense, defend against a 3-star team. Now, we have to play our qualifying matches in round 1, and I think that we have a good chance of making it through to round 2. Alright then, so we're in the first round of qualifying, and as you guys know, that it's basically 3 games that you play against your opponents, and you only get 3 games, and they're within the space of like 7 days. So we have Tonga, and then we have New Zealand. Oh my god, really? And then we've got Tahiti. As you guys already know, I don't really like playing against New Zealand in the Oceania zone because they are irritating as... Like, they are just so irritating to play against because they won't do anything. They'll just be defensive, they'll get the point off of you, and then that's it. You know, they'll more than likely win the group all the time. So They are our enemy in this qualifying series. So in Group A here, only one person can go through in this group, because then in round 2 you'll end up in Group A. So presumably you guys will be saying it'll be New Zealand. But if American Samoa can eliminate New Zealand this early on, that would be huge. Tonga for our first match, and of course these little teams like Tonga, the same as us, could still beat us. You know, it could still be a close game. We could drop points, like we could draw or lose. Anything can happen. We are at home for this one. Come on, American Samoa, we can do it. We can do it. There is a chance. If we can get a good victory here, we got to play New Zealand in the second match. That is problematic because we need the victory here, but then 2 days after this match, after we've just played a full 90 minutes against Tonga, we got to play the giant that is New Zealand in this region, right? And we're going to be out of stamina. I'm going to have to use some substitute players. Into the middle. Ott. Luani. Go on. Oh, good save by the Tongan keeper. Get rid. Go on. Oh, it's blocked again by Tonga. They're on the ropes right now. We're just all over them. That's a good ball. And it's a save by the keeper. We've had so many shots in the first 14 minutes. We're all over Tonga. And this is what I said in the China match, that if we were able to score against China, we're definitely able to score against like Tonga and the other small island nations around us. Come on. Oh my goodness. Why are they so good? They're just sitting back, and this is what I mean. Like, we need to win these types of matches as well. It's one thing worrying about New Zealand. It's these matches as well against teams that are the same rating as us, because they're just defensive. That's all they'll do, is sit back and be defensive. They might get like a couple of attacks in every game, but that's it. Through ball. And it's in! Yes, that was such a good through ball. And Manaus scored for American Samoa to make it 1-0. And we deserved that, really. I mean, Tonga could have scored as well. But on the basis of play in the first half, we deserved it. And we just got in front of the defender there and tapped it in before he could clear the ball. Good stuff. And we've had to grind that goal out of Tonga. It's 1-0. It's Tonga who have a corner in the 60th minute. And this could be a bit of dangerous. No, goalkeeper got it. Thank you. Can we build an attack and get this second goal that we need to cement this result? It's been a really awkward game. Tonga just being defensive for most of the time. I'm lucky that we got the goal already, but 1-0 isn't really a stable sort of result to have. Oh, to cross it in. Header. Oh, there we go. We got the second goal, and it's Amazon Jr. who has scored to make it 2-0, and that is game over for Tonga. Good cross, good header, and yeah, we'll take this game against Tonga. Very, very nice header. Unlucky Tonga, you did play reasonably well, but no, I want this qualification, and we need this victory. Go on. Oh, it bounces in, and that's a third for American Samoa, and Tapui has scored to make it 3. I love those types of goals where you shoot from distance and it just rolls into the back of the net. It always happens against smaller opposition, but yeah, you know, fantastic shot there, and it rolls in. A lot of the time when I've qualified for the World Cup, bigger teams will do that against me. They'll just like smash it from outside the box and it'll just go in. Very, very good victory for American Samoa. Now the real test is here against New Zealand. I'm getting nervous already because this could be make or break for the entire series. Well, it will be actually. If we lose, New Zealand will go through and we'll go out. You know, it will be realistic if New Zealand beat us. Of course it will be, but we're not really here to replicate real life. We're trying to change how real life happens, and you know, every qualifying series we do with any nation, we try and get it to the World Cup. Here we go then, guys. New Zealand, this early on in the campaign, what is going to happen? I can pretty much tell you New Zealand will probably just play defensive, be really irritating, get one goal, and then that'll be it, game over. It happens all the time. This is a huge moment for American Samoa. If they can somehow beat New Zealand, they will go through to the next round, and New Zealand will be left out of the equation, and it will be all the small islands going for qualification, or the playoff into qualification, because I think we got to play like a South American team or Asian team, I believe. If we get a draw, a 0-0 draw, and then somehow beat Tahiti, then we'll go through on goal difference. Presumably that if New Zealand don't smash Tonga by like 6-0 or something. And there we go! I was about to say what was going on there. And Masanaya scored for American Samoa. And it's 1-0. What was the New Zealand keeper doing there? What was going on? I was trying to talk and put pressure, and he just like passed it to... Oh my goodness. I mean, I thought I was going to mess that up, but it rolls in, and American Samoa, that was a howler. An absolute howler. Tackled by American Samoa. We've got to be careful on the ball and not give away sloppy bits of possession like we are doing right now. Of course, it's really hard to defend against New Zealand, especially when they're going through like this. What a tackle, but hang on. Oh, I thought he was going to shoot. He had a little opening there in goal, but instead he's dragged it back out to the corner. Well, the corner. And that's headed in. Of course, he was looking for Smelts. And that's 1-1. I thought to myself, I was like, what's he actually doing? Like, he had a chance to actually score, but instead he made it a little bit more complicated and gave the goal to Smelts. He heads it in. That's 1-1. Okay, I'll take it at the moment. Double substitution for American Samoa, getting the very tired players off the pitch so we can compete against New Zealand. Can we make it over the line? I'll take a draw. I'll take a 1-1 draw. It just means that we'll need to beat Tahiti, which is easier said than done, because Tahiti are, I'd say, probably the second best team in this region next to New Zealand, because Tahiti are rated like maybe 1.5 stars. Come on, please stop New Zealand. Please. Can we stop them? Okay, that's good enough. Port cross from New Zealand. Every time we go forward, we lose a ton of stamina because we have to run. So I'm just trying to like lightly jog up the field. I know that seems really strange, but I don't really want to full on sprint up the field because I'll lose stamina, and the defensive players as well might get caught on the break. So we just got to be really careful. Oh, taken away there. Going through ball. Oh, we got no stamina. Oh, it's just like this dude up front has nothing. Oh my goodness! Yes! Yes, another mistake! Come on! What is New Zealand doing? They are just... What is the goalkeeper doing, like, with New Zealand? I don't understand this. Look! They passed it to the goalkeeper, and he was there, and I slide tackled the goalkeeper and tapped it in. That is incredibly lucky. Incredible luck. Tapoi has done it. This is 2-1. I cannot believe that the New Zealand keeper made 2 mistakes in the same game. That is outrageous. Just keep slide tackling them. Just keep doing it. Get rid of the ball. Just get rid of it. We've done it. American Samoa have beaten New Zealand 2-1. Finally. Finally. We've managed to beat New Zealand in an Oceania qualifying campaign. Finally. And it was only down to 2 mistakes. 2 mistakes on the New Zealand goalkeeper led to their demise. Finally. Because every time I play a qualifying campaign in Oceania, they are the most irritating side to play against. And, wow, I can't believe we've done that. That was so good. Very, very well done there from American Samoa. 2-1 against New Zealand. But it's not quite safe yet, because Tahiti have beaten Tonga by 4-0, which means that if Tahiti beat us in the next match, there could be problems, because Tahiti are second right now. So we still got to deal with Tahiti. Imagine if, like, you know, I'm like, yes, finally, I've beaten New Zealand, finally, I've got rid of them, and then Tahiti just beat me, and then I get eliminated anyway. That would just be, like, the worst thing ever. Maybe this is the run. Maybe this is it. But we still need to beat Tahiti, and we're away from home, so, yeah, you know, tough team to play against, especially when they won their last match by 4-0. We've got a lot of new attackers on the field for this game. Of course, our main attackers are really tired, so I've given some of the substitutes and reserves a little run here today. Not that it's safe or anything like that. I had literally no choice, because otherwise all my attackers would be pretty much like dead. Come on, get Tahiti. You know what they're going to do, because they are in touching distance of stealing that first place spot away from me. Leave me alone, Tahiti. I want this qualification into the next round. Tonga and New Zealand are drawing against each other. That's actually pretty good. Here we go. Here comes Bartley. Off the post. Ah. Okay, well, Bartley came close. It's not been a very pretty game so far. Only a couple of chances. Been very cagey. You know, to be expected. These two teams are battling for the right to go through to the next round. Here come American Samoa. Very slow build-up play again. Is there a chance? Crossed in. And again, we could have maybe headed it in, but no. And that is game over, a 0-0 draw. That is a brilliant result from American Samoa. And that will mean that we will go through to the next round. Tahiti couldn't quite do it in this match. New Zealand hopefully have been pinned back by Tonga. I didn't see any score updates, but oh, it's a 2-2. New Zealand have blown it. Come on. Come on, finally, in an Oceania qualifying series, we have got rid of New Zealand. Finally. Every single time I play this region, New Zealand are a thorn in my side, but now they are gone. They are gone. Well, I hope so anyway. And American Samoa have qualified for the next round with 7 points. Tahiti with 4. New Zealand with 4, but in third place. And Tonga, a deserved draw against New Zealand as well. We are in a group with the Cook Islands, Samoa, and New Caledonia. I'd say the hardest team that we have in there is probably New Caledonia. In Group B, Papua New Guinea and the Solomon Islands are probably now the biggest teams that pose a threat to our qualifying run. So with the first part of this video almost over, let's just have a look and see what's happening around the world. I don't think much is really happening, but we can have a look at some of the results. So this is Africa. These are your groups for Africa. This is what happened in the previous round. So any big eliminations here? Can I see any? Not really. It all seems very standard to me. STP beat Congo 3-2. That's actually a decent result considering that STP are actually quite a small team. So well done STP for getting into the next round, especially over Congo. Congo do have some decent players on their team, if I remember rightly. So in Asia, it's looking like this. So any big eliminations in the first round? I don't know why it's got round 3. I think it's like glitched out or something. But Oman beat Saudi Arabia 5-2. That's a pretty good result. Yeah, I can't really see any big eliminations there. What about this one? This was the first round. So this is your Asia group. So at the moment, on current standings, it looks like Kuwait and Qatar will be going through unless Yemen can do something. Philippines and Lebanon look like they're going to go through. South Korea and Syria look like they're about to go through. Japan and Oman, maybe, unless North Korea can do something. And in Group E, it looks like China and Australia might be going through. Iran do have an outside chance. CONMEBOL looks like that, so it's a little bit too early to say who's definitely going to qualify, but yeah, I mean, it's all pretty close. In the CONCACAF qualifying, this is how it's looking like. So we have got, in Group A, we've got Panama and Puerto Rico looking like they're about to go through. Guatemala and St. Kitts and Nevis. The United States and Trinidad and Tobago, Mexico and Honduras in the same group. That's huge, because that means that one of the smaller teams or some of the smaller teams around in these qualifying groups might be able to make it. You know, you've got Canada and Cuba in that one. Belize not too far behind. Guyana and Montserrat look like they're about to go through. And in Group F, Haiti and Bermuda. So anyway, guys, that has been your first part of your American Samoa qualifying run. And I'm so happy that we were able to dump out New Zealand in the first round or first video. That is incredible work from American Samoa. If you did enjoy this video, then give it a like and subscribe. Keep it local as always. Tune in for part 2, and I'll see you again for the next video.